issue waivers. And then finally, we were also wondering why it's okay to open childcare centers but not schools in the counties that are on these lists.
Yeah, for many months we've talked about the unique guidelines that we put forth as it relates to child care centers, the smaller cohorts that are a big part of our child care efforts, the work we did on PPE, the work we did addressing sanitation. And so the guidelines are distinctive, the guidelines are unique, and I'm happy to provide, in fact, will encourage my team to provide you specific details to bear fruit to that assertion, or at least an assertion, but also what we've been promoting over the course of many, many months as it relates to child care for essential workers, child care to meet the needs of our workforce, particularly our healthcare workers during the peak of this pandemic. So I separate those two, but the question, I think, is a very warranted one. Accordingly, thank you for your question, which I do appreciate as it relates to looking back at these 38 counties that we last left you that were on the monitoring list. So what we're doing, this is an opportunity to clarify, we're going back to the dates. That's why I want to get the county by county dates, not just throw out aggregate numbers, but for the purposes in particular of understanding at the county level the approaches and strategies for contact tracing and understand mitigation and spread in a more dynamic way. County by county is foundational, but also as it relates to reopening our schools. And so we're going to go back, we're going to plug in on the basis of those dates. We'll update on the basis of those dates the county monitoring list. I should just say this, I don't expect dramatic changes in the monitoring list. There will be some modifications, but I don't expect dramatic changes. So that's a little bit of a preview, but the reality is we want to have a day-to-day construct that is advanced, and that's exactly what's being done with the counties over the next 48, 72 hours.
Victoria Colliver, Politico.
Hi, Governor. Thank you for taking the call. Two questions here. One is looking at the fixes from the state.
48, 72 hours.
Victoria Colliver, Politico.
Hi, Governor. Thank you for taking the call. Two questions here. One is looking at the fixes from the state.